Hey, it's his sister Roland. All I need is a few minutes.
Yeah, boy, I love you. I would lay my life on the line for you. This nigga won't defend me. This nigga won't provide for me. And he won't protect me. That hurts. That hurts. And I still love him.
So the clip that you just saw was of a content creator by the name of Peach or Peaches McIntyre. So she makes content on YouTube and on Facebook. And I came to know about her. I was looking at another video, and then somebody mentioned her. And then when I went to look her up, I came upon all of this all of this drama that's going on in her life. I believe she recently lost her father, and what she was talking about in the clip is about her husband. And now, with the little bit of content that I saw, it made sense because she had went to Best Buy to buy some phones, right? She went to Best Buy to buy some phones, and I think she was trying to buy more than one because the iPhone 15 just recently came out. So I guess, so people don't buy whatever and resell at a high price. Maybe that's why they do that. I don't know. I don't have an iPhone. But the sales associate at Best Buy didn't want to sell all three phones to her, telling her that she could only buy one per day. And then, she pull out her phone because, of course, she has a platform. Pull out her phone, start recording. Granted, what she was saying was correct. Okay, you telling me this, but where is it? Why you guys don't have a sign? Where's your policy? Give me a policy. Because, sometimes at these stores, people be making their own rules. So she asked him, I need to see the policy. And I don't know if the sales associate had brought the three phones out or it was the manager. So I guess the sales associate called for the manager. It seemed like the manager was going to give it to her. That's what it looked like to me because he had the phones in her hand. He only was like, hey, if you are going to record me, because she was recording that. She was recording sales associate and she continued to record the manager. He said, if you're going to record me, I'm not going to help you. And he walked off. There, and before he walked off, he gave her a chance where she could have said, okay, I apologize, sir. I apologize, and then turn off the camera. But nope, I guess she couldn't do that. And then he walked off, and then she had to go to Apple and pay more money. Granted, she's a content creator, she's making money. That's nothing. She could make that money back in one video, two videos, who knows. But this is the reason why black wealth cannot last. Though you have the funds to do certain things, that doesn't mean you should do it. Though you could buy whatever at whatever price, that doesn't mean you should do that. So now she paid more money, where if she had just had set aside her ego, she wouldn't have had to pay that. Just put down the phone and say, oh, well, whatever, she got money and stuff like that. That's the reason why, because of choices like this, little choices like this, here and there, and over the years. And this how you dwindle. You're showing bad example. You're not being a good steward of your money. Because remember, it's God who grants the power to get wealth. And if he has given you wealth and you're not being a good steward of it, how is it going to increase? You could do it on your own, but God's blessing make it rich and add it no sorrow. So that's why we need to be good stewards so that whatever we have can go from generation to generation. Because yes, there are a lot of black people that have money, but it's not a lot that have generational wealth that we can trace, like a good much. There are some, but it's not a lot that we can trace back. Okay, the great granddad had money, the grandfather had money, the dad had money. We can't say that. We can't say great great grand had money. Great 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 grandfather. We can't trace that. So now we're trying to change it up. But when you make, come on, decisions like that, it doesn't even make any sense. So while she was at Best Buy, the husband, because she said that was husband, even though they have two different, they don't. She didn't take his last name, but whatever. He was just standing there. He didn't say anything. He didn't say anything. He didn't speak up with her. He didn't agree with her. He just stood there. He was just standing there, and that when I first saw the video, I was like, something ain't right. And then people, of course, people gonna come and say, oh, maybe he did say something before. She probably didn't record it. Yeah, well, we should have recorded it, because when you have people like me who you can't give, you can't say that's Susan, you can't say that's Nana and that's Susan. Yeah, you have to record stuff like that, because it's kind of like, I was like, why is he standing there? Why he didn't say anything to back up his wife? He just didn't say anything. Now it makes sense. And then going back to, you know, what I have fallen upon, she's posting these different things about her mother, father, and husband, being sarcastic, but disrespectful. Disrespectful sarcasm, basically. Because obviously, it's a lot of stuff happened between her mother, father, and husband, and there's a lot of hurt and there's a lot of pain here. And of course, now with social media, and especially if you have a platform, you can monetize your pain. But monetize your pain, and then she's saying, let the healing continue. You're not actually healing, you're actually causing more chaos in your life. You're actually causing more chaos in her life. And as she was saying, she would lay her life for this man. That's where you go wrong. The husband's supposed to lay his, because she talk about God, so obviously she kind of believe in God. The Bible says the husband's supposed to lay his life down for his wife. You're not supposed to do that for your husband. Period. And men, I don't know a lot of things about men, but I know a little bit of things talking to the men in my life. Thank God I had very good, even though I have experienced bad male representation, I have excellent male representation too. So I have seen men in good light and a bad light. So a man knows that you love him when you respect him. Though he may not leave you, he's probably not gonna go to where, unless he finds somebody that's gonna take care of him and love him the way you do. He's gonna stick around, he's gonna be on and off. But because it seemed like she didn't have very good male representation in her life, this spills over in her relationship. And she would want this man to do this for her, do that for her. How she loved him, how she's loving on him, she would want him to do that. But that's not going to happen, because at an impressionable age, you did not get good male representation. And anybody who has, and then this is not only for people who, you know, the majority, of course, the majority is of people who, didn't grow up with their fathers or had very bad examples of men. But sometimes you could have had a good example of a man, and then something happened to you, and then that changed your whole perspective of a man. And if you're a woman and you have experienced bad male representation, this you and you have not got healing. You have not healed. You got not got healing. Like people could say, just go to therapy, but if you're going to therapy and the person who's the therapist had problems, issues with their father, how are you going to get healing? You understand? So it's way more than that. It's way more than that. So if you have not gotten healing, this is going to spill over in all relationships that you have with males, whether it's family members, whether it's your children, whether it's coworkers, whether it's neighbors. You are going to have negative. You're going to have a negative effect somehow with those male relationships, because you had a male example an example of a man, or several examples of men that were not good, and this left an impression on you. This changed your perspective, and it will spill over in your relationships. And this is what seems to be happening, because her father seems to die, and then she's like celebrating because he put her through a lot. He did stuff to her, and she probably was unable to speak to him before he died or whatever. And now she is monetizing her pain, which is causing more chaos, because the Bible tells you, because this is a biblical perspective channel. You're supposed to respect your parents, your mom and father. Now, always show them respect. Now, doesn't mean you have to be in their close proximity of them, where they could always continue to keep on hurting you, because some parents do have issues with their children. They show favoritism. They didn't like this one because they had an issue with their dad, because the dad didn't marry them, the dad didn't choose them, the dad didn't defend them, dad kept on cheating on them, so they take it out on the kids, all kind of things. So you don't have to be in the same proximity of that person, so the person can continue to put you down, continue to talk about you, continue to mistreat you. But you can love them from afar, but still hold them and give them the respect that they're due, because you don't want that curse to fall upon you, and you don't want to start building generational curses where children disrespect their parents. You don't want that. So she's posting these different kind of stuff, being sarcastic and stuff like that about the mom, how her mom was this and stuff like that. And and then she's posting about the husband. But in the same breath, you want this man to be this, to do this for you, to do that for you, but then you posting these things online about him. Yes, he may not leave you. Yes, y'all gonna have an on and off relationship. Y'all gonna be mad, and then after that, y'all gonna have maybe have hot sex and stuff like that. Break up sex and stuff like that. But he will never be the man that you need. He will never be the husband that you need, the husband that you want, because you disrespected him. And of course, it comes from not having good male examples, and that leaving an impression on you, and it changed your perspective of men, and this causes you to have negative relationships with males in your life, whether you like it or not, whether you want to believe it or not. These things actually affect us, and sometimes it affects how you even raise your child. Some people mistreat their children because of these perspectives that have been changed. Some people coddle their boys, give them everything that they so they don't be like their fathers, and you're not helping them because you don't have a healthy relationship. So it's not only healing. Oh, you need to go to therapy and stuff like that. You have to go through all kind of stuff, and then even choosing the therapist or psychologist or whatever, you have to vet that person to know that is that is you know is this person truly going to help me? Are they going to ask me the right questions that I need to go deeper to help me figure out why my life is like this? So this is absolutely, yeah, you making money, you're gonna tell what's up and stuff like that. You're gonna make money while you're doing it, but you just create more chaos. And then the thing is, she said she had a dream. She saw somebody came and cover her mouth, like, don't say anything. And then she's still talking. I mean, I just don't know. I just don't know. I guess I hope it's worth it. That's all you can say. I hope all this is worth it. But some things, if you want things to be fixed, like she said, she's saying all the good stuff. You're supposed to go to the root and stuff like that. But the way you going about it, ma'am, that's not good. You just got to cause more chaos, and you got to make your life more harder. That's all you're gonna do. Yeah, you could make money. You making 6 figures, 7 figures, and stuff like that. But there's some things that's happening in our lives, and that's going to happen in our lives. It doesn't matter the amount of money you have. It won't fix it. The way you're going about it, ma'am, it's not good. It's not good. And of course, there's people, cheering on stuff like healing, because they don't know what healing is. No, this is not the way to go about it. This is not the way to go about it at all. You have these people who supposed to be authority figures in your life. It's not the way. Not saying, not condoning what they did. I don't know what they did, but the way you're going about it's not good. Anyway, that's all I say about the situation. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in another video. Bye.